Hey everyone, this is Tuba Solo. I just wanted to do a quick video and do some reflections on the San Gorgonio hike that I tried this weekend that we ultimately ran out of time and we were not able to finish. One of the major things that happened is right when we got there, if you watch the video, I kind of rip on myself, calling myself a noob, and by no means do I know a whole bunch of stuff when it comes to hiking, but I'm certainly, this is not my first time ever going hiking, but I kind of refer to myself as a noob because I showed up to this place, to the Vivian Creek Trailhead, and if you watch the video, you'll see that I don't even know where the parking lot is. I think we're at the Forest Falls parking lot, and I'm expecting there to be a Vivian Creek Trail parking lot, and the gate is closed. And I'm just like looking around thinking like, hey, what the heck? I got permits for today. I showed up early and the gate is closed. My GPS that I was using on my phone, Google Maps was telling me that I still had almost a mile left to drive to get to the correct parking lot. And I thought to myself, man, if I'm going to be doing, 17 miles today, the last thing I want to do is add 2 miles of driving, or rather add 2 miles of walking just for no reason, just because this dumb gate is closed. So we saw that there was a sign that said that the gate opens at 6 a.m. So we went ahead and we drove down to the Starbucks, got ourselves a Starbucks, me and Nick the Greek, and we're like, okay, okay, not that big a deal. We'll come back at 6 a.m. and we'll park the car at the right parking lot and it'll be great. Well, we get back at 6 a.m. and the gate is still not open. So there's a store that's down the street that sells adventure passes. We're like, okay, well, the store is open. Let's go down to the store and find out, what's going on with this gate and why we can't access the parking lot. We go down to the store. The lady says, no, you park in the Forest Falls parking lot and then you just hoof it to Vivian Creek. That's where everyone parks. So one of the reflections that I want to address that I didn't do very well is getting good information. Whenever you go anywhere hiking, it's very important to get good information, especially on places that you've never been. Like here, this is the first time I was ever at Vivian Creek, and I had read everything humanly possible about the hiking that I was going to be doing that day, yet I never put 2 and 2 together to figure out that the parking lot that I thought I was not supposed to be at was in fact the parking lot that everyone parks at and everyone starts from. So bad on me. But that's definitely something that I'm going to be looking into next time I go to some place that I've never been to, is really look at getting good information, and especially good information on where you can park your car. The second thing that I wanted to kind of bring up was the gear that I took. Now, I initially was going to use an Osprey Talon 18, and I have a video of me going through all my gear with the Osprey Talon 18, but at the last second, I took the Osprey Exos 38 that you see in the video. Now, there's nothing wrong with that, and the weight difference is not that massive. It's really not that big a deal. But I wanted to take a bigger jacket just in case it was getting cold out there. And it was definitely not going to fit in the 18 because I already had the Talon 18 packed out to the max. But I went ahead and I took that jacket with me, and I took that bigger backpack and ended up really not needing it. Again, if you watch the video, when we start getting close to High Creek Camp, we turn to the side that the sun is on and we are just getting blasted by the sun. And here I am walking around with this bigger backpack and this giant jacket waiting for an Alaskan winter, and it's like, the sun is beating on us like it's 95 degrees outside. When we stopped and had our lunch, I was sitting there and I just was in awe of how the exposure that we were getting from the sun at that altitude already was just brutal. I could feel it on the tops of my legs. I didn't put any sunscreen on the tops of my legs because that's usually covered by the shorts. But when you sit down, all of a sudden the tops of your legs become exposed to the sunlight, and boy, I could feel like my legs burning. And and here I am looking at my gear thinking, okay, you got this backpack and you got this stupid jacket that you're going to have to, basically carry around everywhere because for some reason or another you were under the impression that it was going to be cold up here, even though you kind of had an idea that everything was going to be fine with the original plan. So one of the other things that I wanted to definitely do is make sure that I pay better attention to some of my gear choices. And if I know what to expect, that I actually stick to the original plan. Again, nothing really big deal. Wasn't that much of a weight difference, but again, I just carried gear for no reason. Just carried it to carry it. So I guess in that regard, I did a little bit more training. So that's, more training is not bad, but just those are the two things that I took away: get good information and know your gear. So yeah, I just want to do this quick video. Thanks again to everyone for commenting. Thanks again to everyone who likes the videos. And yeah, I'm looking forward to many more adventures, even the remainder of this year and in 2016. All right, I'll talk to you guys later.